Hi everybody, it's Bramble and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another Dream Island tour. This island tour is of Bosque. This island was created by Jordan of 9 to 5 Crossing on Instagram. If you haven't heard of them, please go give them a follow. I love their account so much, and this is one of their islands and I just adore it. I actually think this might be my all-time favorite dream island that I've ever visited. It's just absolutely flawless. So this is a Japanese rural island. It's meant to look like a Japanese countryside, maybe like a farm town, and it is so natural. I love it so much. This island has been on my mind a lot recently because I actually recently started my own Japanese island. In my spare time, I've been working on a little rural Japan island, and I cannot wait to make content of that island. But the reason that I haven't made any videos on it so far is actually because I've been playing on a Nintendo Switch Lite, which, if you didn't know, you can't actually screen record on a Switch Lite. I know it's kind of a shame. So hopefully if I can get my hands on a Nintendo Switch, maybe a second-hand one or something, sometime soon, then I will be making videos of that in the future. But I do plan on making videos on that island, definitely, because I just love the rural Japanese theme. It's one of my favorite themes in Animal Crossing. I used to do it in my Animal Crossing New Leaf Islands back in the day. I just love Japan. Japan is one of my absolute favorite places, and I would really love to go there. I love all things Japanese. I love the culture. I love the history. So this island is a really big inspiration for me, and I've been touring it a lot recently just to get like ideas and stuff for what I want to do for my island. And I just think that they have made such an amazing job of making this island feel natural. And the thing about natural islands is I would even argue that they are harder to make than like a more built up structured island. And obviously they're both hard to do, but I think the thing about doing a natural island is trying to make it look not man-made is very difficult and takes a real skill. So I think the fact that they've been able to make this island look almost as if, you know, you've just arrived in this island, it's never been touched before, there's been no terraforming or whatever. I think, you know, they've made an amazing job of that. And I am an absolute sucker for natural islands. I'm actually working on a natural forest core island in my spare time. I'm going to be making some videos on that very shortly. And so again, you know, I've been working hard on my terraforming and my landscaping, using less items, but using more trees, bushes, shrubs, that kind of thing. And again, I think it's still hard to like place items and make them look, you know, organic, but I think it's definitely easier when I'm working with like placing items around my island stuff. I find that so much easier than just like landscaping or terraforming, you know, working on the environment, trying to make it look organic and free flowing and not man-made. And this island just does all of that so well. There's also a feel to this island that like the terraforming, it's not, I don't know how to describe it. Like there's some islands where they have very definitive like terraformed areas, like this area is 2 tiers and then over to the right is maybe like 1 tier, and but this island, it kind of goes like up and down between tiers, but it flows so naturally that you don't even really notice it. And I think that is again just a very big skill that's hard to do, but Jordan has done such a good job of it. Also, the use of the Japanese themed villagers on this island is really, really genius as well. I love Wart Jr. I know that he was voted the ugliest villager back in the day. A lot of people hated him because he has like a weird face and stuff. I feel sorry for him because I actually think that he's kind of cute. I know that he got hated on a lot, but I think that he's kind of just like you know, he's kind of just a lad, you know, so I don't know, I kind of like him. So I do have Wart Jr. on my rural Japanese island, so again I'll show you that very soon, hopefully, if I can get my hands on a Switch. But yeah, I love the use of the like Japanese or like Zen themed villagers on this island. And like what characters like Billy and Wart Jr., their colors as well kind of like adds to the natural feel of this island, because they're like brown and natural toned, and I think that's a really good idea as well. I did actually go into the player's house on this island, but they haven't decorated their house, which is completely fine. A lot of people don't decorate the interiors of their house or their villagers' houses, because usually once you've put this much effort into like landscaping an island, you know, the thought of like decorating the inside of your house on top of that is like a whole other level. I don't know if they plan on in the future decorating their houses, but if they do, I'll definitely come back and check them out again in the future. A lot of people like to leave their houses till the very last. I know I definitely do that in all of my islands. I like to just, you know, get the landscaping and stuff done and all of the outside stuff, the exteriors, and then, you know, towards the end, once I feel like I've sort of done everything that I want to do in my island, then I'll go back and do the interiors of my house. So you know, that's completely fine and normal. I love the way that they put that bridge there, just like in the middle of the grass without even necessarily having a river around it. It's, you know, it's little things like that, the little touches that just make it feel so natural as well. And I love this island, I'm sorry. Also, I don't know what time of year this island's set in. I'm imagining it's probably springtime. It looks like the grass is more that sort of lime green, so it's not quite summer yet, I don't think. It looks spring to me, or maybe it's post-summer, you know, like the beginning of autumn. I think it's probably spring. So yeah, that was just another little thing that I wanted to know, but I really like the color of the grass in this island. Also, the use of the wheat fields and the little like barbed wire fences every now and then is so, you know, genius. Like, I love that you don't need to have a continuous fence all the time like you would normally in real life. Just having a few little posts here and there, it makes it feel so, I don't want to say natural again, but yeah, it makes it feel very natural and free flowing. And also it kind of gives me that like farm vibes, which I think is definitely, you know, a big theme on this island. It's definitely like a small farm town, and I just love it so much. They've also used these natural paths, which I see people using all the time. I've actually used these paths before on my island. I used them on my forest core island, which again I'll show you very soon. But I recently switched to stone pathing, the more sort of like traditional Animal Crossing stone pathing, which we've seen in previous games. But I still love these dirt paths, and I think I might use these on my rural Japanese island. If not these, definitely the stone ones, but I like the very minimal pathing, I think. Also, the little stepping stone paths that this person has used, like the little wood planks, I really want to use those on my Japanese island because they are just so cute and they look very realistic as well. Also, another thing that's definitely worth noting on this island is the fact that they've made excellent use of different stages of tree growth. That is not an easy thing to do. I've done that on my forest core island and it took me forever to plan out like where I was going to plant the trees and which trees should be shorter and which trees should be larger. And this person has done an amazing job of knowing which trees need to be like shorter, which trees need to be larger. I don't know how people do it, but they've done it in a way that just looks so organic. Also, another thing that I've noticed just running around this island is the fact that they've made really good use of the crops. They've got like the sugar cane and the wheat, you know, just kind of planted randomly around the island. That is so clever, and I know other people have probably done that as well, but this is the first time I've seen it, and I think it looks so good, and it definitely adds to that farm core feel. You can see like there's potatoes planted there. I definitely want to use that on my Japanese island. I think that's so clever. A really great idea. Also, this person has left their museum still in the tin, which I love. I am a sucker for like the first stages of development, the the first Nook's Cranny, the tent museum. I love stuff like that. I don't really like the upgraded, more structural kind of look. I feel like it's too urban for me. Okay, for maybe like a more industrial island theme, but I think for like a rural island theme, like the first Nook's Cranny, oh my god, it would just look so good on an island like this. And the first, museum tent again is just flawless, especially the color of the tent. It's kind of green, so it matches this island. There's definitely a lot of green going on this island, but it's not easy to keep the buildings like at their first stages of development, because you kind of have to like almost sacrifice some of the gameplay for that. You can't really donate things to the museum, and you can't buy things from your Nook's Cranny, because if you do that it'll upgrade. So it's not easy to do, but I am trying very hard on my rural Japanese island to not upgrade those buildings, because I just love how they look when they're in their first stages of development. The terraforming on this island is honestly so amazing. I get so tired of terraforming. Like, honestly, I'll start terraforming and then I'll give up so quickly. But this version, the fact that they've managed to keep going, and like the little thin rivers, like I love that. The rivers that are only like one tile wide, that is so clever. And I kind of wandered off the path a little bit there. There's a little bit extra room at the back of this island. I don't know if they're going to add more stuff there, more development. If they do, that would be really cool, and I'd love to see that, but otherwise I think that it's great. Also, another thing that I really like about this island is the use of the leaf paths. I don't know where they creator code for those paths came from, but they're like little leaves, but they seem to blend in really well to the springtime grass, which is kind of rare, because a lot of the time the thing about like when you're making paths in Animal Crossing is they tend to always kind of look unnatural. I found like even the most realistic drawings, they always look unnatural, because when you're using the transparent paths, for some reason they have like a very subtle outline. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but these leaves look really natural, and it looks like it's part of the grass. I love how they've placed them everywhere, so like every tile of grass has a leaf on it, and I think that looks really good, and it adds to the the overall aesthetic of the island. It kind of brings it all together. So I think that was really clever. It's just stuff like that that makes this island just so amazing. Also, like the use of like the little bamboo and the weeds. They've used green mums. I love the green mums because they kind of like, again, they add to that natural feel, and it's very organic, and it matches the whole island aesthetic is definitely this sort of lime green color, and maybe like some browns, some natural tones. So I think that's kind of the theme that they're going for, and they've done a really good job of it. I also love how they use the natural ramps in this island. I'm a sucker for the natural ramps. I think they look really good. But yeah, this island has been such a treat for me to visit. It's given me a lot of inspiration. Jordan, I'm sorry, but I'm definitely going to have to copy your island just a little bit on my rural Japanese island, because honestly, this is just incredible. It's given me so many ideas, and I'm getting really excited to work on my island. So I will show you guys that very shortly. But other than that, that is pretty much Bosque. If you enjoyed, Remember to go over to Jordan's Instagram. It's 9 to 5 Crossing. Check out all their pictures there and follow them. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I did, and I'll definitely be coming back to Bosque. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.